Hey everyone, this is Keith Scott from out in Sydney, Australia. I'm one of the voices of Bullwinkle J. Moose. It's time to watch Relentless and Unstoppable. And so give it up for your main hosts, Douglas Kenny and Andy McPhee.
Hey everybody, this is Doug Kenny and welcome to Relentless and Unstoppable. We have another amazing guest coming on the channel today, so please hit like and subscribe. And after this episode, please stay tuned to the RNU channel for more amazing guests. Let's get this on!
Hey everybody, how you doing? Just a quick little share of why I started Relentless and Unstoppable. It was for one very simple reason, because of Doug Kenny. Nothing to do with me at all, zero. I was just coaching Doug, and he took on the coaching and mentoring, and he made all the changes. He took all the suggestions from his parents as well as my coaching, but it was all about Doug, his breakthrough and his weight loss, his willingness to accept that he is dealing with high functioning autism and other issues, but he's never quit, he's never given up. So we did one interview with him to share his story, and then we decided to start interviewing other people. And Doug has now taken over the whole channel, and he does all the interviews, he runs everything. He's just an amazing young man. So RNU was born from simply what an amazing young man Doug is, and his story needed to be shared.
Hey everybody, this is Doug Kenny from Relentless and Unstoppable, and today we have Jessica McCullum with us. Hey, how you doing?
Aloha, I am doing great.
Aloha. So I'm estimating you're in Hawaii?
Yes, I am here on the big island of Hawaii in Kona.
That's nice. Did you see the Mauna Loa eruption last year?
No, I didn't. I was dying to get out there, but I never did set aside time to wrangle my 3 children to head up there. It was about 45 minutes away. Totally safe and phenomenal.
Yeah. So what do you do?
So I am a full-time mom. I have 3 children, 10 years old, 7 years old, and 1.5 years old. I am also a realtor. That's what I do for my day job. And I am the owner of a nonprofit called Autism Moms of Kona that provides resources for special needs families here in Kona.
That's amazing. When did the nonprofit begin?
So we actually started out of necessity back in 2018 as like an urgent need for support between a few of us moms. So we were having a really hard time isolating ourselves in the home, and we started to meet once a month just to talk about life. That has then spread into this opportunity that we see today. We became an official 501c3 this past year and have been very, very active with 8 different programs.
Amazing. What are those programs?
So we believe in integration and involvement in the community and giving back and sharing our stories. And so we start in the home and we support the entire family, the parents, the siblings, as well as the individuals that have a disability with the autism spectrum. So we do private support groups, we do private therapeutic alternatives for our special needs families and their kids, ranging from paddle boarding to horticulture. We're doing a sound bath in the rainforest this month, and next month we're doing dolphin encounters. So that really helps to promote sensory regulation and interaction within our group. From there, we get together as, like all the families for potlucks and private events. And then we start to integrate in the community and raise awareness. We start to do some IEP advocacy in the schools and with health insurance. And we work with them to make them more inclusive and up to date on how to accommodate our families. We do what I call our inclusive business partnership. So we work with small businesses so that they know how to accommodate our families, and we just feel more welcoming in an environment that otherwise would be a sensory overload. We work with community events and fundraisers. So we just had a major one yesterday, our sensory festival that had over 80 volunteers and 65 sponsors, and about 40 of our families showed up. So we had about 500 people in attendance. And then lastly, we really try to promote and train therapy and services so that people who are looking for career paths really understand that there's a lot of opportunities that are niche in the autism world that are very approachable, and we provide them with bonuses once they are in the field for a certain amount of time. So that increases the resources here as well.
That's
Oh, and
incredible.
respite. Respite is our most important.
What's
Respite
respite?
package. So we have respite packages because we all need a break, the families as a whole. And so sometimes a lot of the time it really helps each individual family to have a nanny to come in to have, be able to keep our hands free, get some laundry done, maybe run a couple of errands, have house cleaning services. So our respite packages really vary depending on what that family needs at any given point in their journey. Some people are struggling in the home, while some people are out and they want to try additional surf lessons and stuff like that. So we really just say, we see you, you're not alone, whatever you need, we're here for you.
That's amazing. That's a whole program. And when is it becoming bigger over time?
It is becoming bigger. In June of last year, we had 204 families. And then just in January of this year, we had 245 families that we were supporting in Kona. We then were invited to film a documentary called Understanding Autism with Scott Steindorf and Healing Humanity Productions with General Catalyst. And it's about to be released probably on Netflix after the writer's strike. But since that ramp up in exposure and advocacy in our community and overall support, we have went from 245 in January to 365 families today. And about 70 of them are very, very active in our activities.
That's incredible. Is that all in Hawaii, or all those families from Hawaii?
It's all in our city. It's all in Kona town.
There
Yeah.
must be a lot of people with autism in that town.
There are, but that's the thing, is autism is a spectrum. And so regardless of how profound your autism is, we all can have compassion with where we are at with our neurodivergence. And so more and more people are getting the mental and behavioral health supports that they need. And they're also learning how to support the families that might not be as profoundly autistic as some of their siblings are. So it's really a beautiful thing to see happen in our community.
For sure. What was it like for you personally, raising 3 autistic children?
So it started when I was a mother at 26 years old, and my daughter Ava, right around 10 months, she wasn't really hitting her developmental milestones. And so I would be really on it with the pediatrician and saying, she's not making eye contact, she's not waving, she's not responding to her name, but I know she's not deaf. What's going on? And they're like, just give her some months, let's just wait. She's a little behind. She's gonna be okay. And I remember I went to a 1-year-old birthday party, and there were probably about 20 different toddlers running around her, and she did not care about anybody running around her. All she was focused on was hitting 2 balls together. And that was, the time of her life. And at that time in my life, I was floored because I was like, you know, I don't know what's going on. Something's not right with her development. But then we had to struggle through early intervention and a late diagnosis. Well, it was a early diagnosis at 3 years old, but the fact that it took almost 2 years to get her the support and the resources that she needed and her diagnosis, just could have been different if the system was set up a different way. At the same time she finally got her diagnosis, I had my second child, Alex. And so as a mother of two, I was very protective of Alex and his own needs for support because I was so still struggling with the severity of Ava's disability, and I was in denial about Alex himself being on the spectrum. So Alex does not have an autism diagnosis officially, but we're still getting him the sensory support with occupational therapy because he's a picky eater, and we're making sure he gets additional educational support for him. But as a parent, you need to just focus not on the label. You need to really step up and speak on behalf of your children and what's in their best interest. So now I have my baby in early intervention. She's 17 months. She's beautiful and full of joy. She's still not walking or talking though. So we're just working with her and giving her the supports that she needs, because our goal is not hitting those milestones anymore. Our goal is finding joy, sharing that with others, and living a purposeful life.